It is very exciting. The driving is a lot of fun.
The street track, you can have more fun.
Ultimately, is the future. I'm really a bit impressed about the car. It's quite quick. It was a little bit hard in the beginning, it was quite challenging. It was completely different what I'm used to.
There's a lot of new aspects coming into the whole thing of driving the race car. It's not only sitting behind the steering wheel, pushing two pedals and turning left and right. You have to manage your energy best over a longer stint.
It's been a learning experience. It's a lot of fun. I actually really enjoy driving these cars. It's a combination of things. Obviously with the regen and the differential changing, you need to adjust with brake bias. It's a little different with the tires that we have on as well. Conserving battery. It's a big step from everything that I've done is sprint racing, so it's a bit different.
I think everything is very different compared to everything else. Not just the electrification of it, but the car itself is the weight distribution. It's obviously a bit heavier than regular single-seaters.
The thing that makes it so difficult is that the weight of cars is so heavy. It's 815 kilo.
You don't have slick tires, so it's in between road tires and race tires, so that's something different. And the brakes are totally different, and I think coasting and using regen at the right timing and saving the right amount of energy is the challenge. It's a whole different story to a normal race car.
Less grip, less speed, but it was really fun. You know, already in the street track you can have more fun, and with the car with not a lot of grip you can enjoy more.
When you're applying throttle, you get full power directly. It's not like a normal petrol car. When you're applying throttle, you have to wait until the full torque is coming.
Electric cars are very different to drive. Obviously energy management is absolutely critical, but the way the regen works, the complicity of the car and how the car changes as the stint starts and goes through is massive, and so in the cockpit a lot more things to do than a conventional powertrain, shall we say.
I think especially in the race things are very different because obviously you have to deal with battery management. I think that is one of the key factors. But in terms of driving, I think the difference is mainly in the races where you have to deal with things you would normally not have to deal with in other series.
You lose a sense, I think, with the noise not being there. I've always been used to some engine noise, and that kind of gives you an indication of what you're doing at the time. How reliant it is on the driver in terms of regeneration on the power. It's quite cockpit heavy in terms of the information you have to give the team and equally what you have to use.
Be very bright and smart in what you do and recover your energy in the good places and use it in the good places, and also still be 100% on the limit to be as fast as you can. So a lot of stuff to be done behind the steering wheel, and your brain is running on high revs, and it feels good.
From my side, it's just getting as much experience as possible in these sorts of cars, because they are very different to coming through, in Formula Renault, Formula 3, and what I do in sports cars. So it's a big challenge, but really enjoying it.
I really like it. It's just a new philosophy of racing. The style of the cars, the brakes, the tires, everything. The way the weekend is managed, you do everything in one day.
I've followed it from the very beginning, and the development of the championship has been great. And having seen a race weekend here live on site, the spirit in the paddock and the happy spectators is a big proof of success of Formula E.
Really enjoyed it. The car is very different to what I thought it was going to be, and when you're driving a car on edge, it's always exciting. Keeps the racing spiced up, unpredictable, no one really knows who's going to win, and ultimately it is the future, and you need to look at these things.
Right now it's really growing a lot, so bringing fans a lot closer, I think, with all the activities they have and the way the cars are made. You can even bring a 2-year-old to this kind of racing, and that makes it cool.
You have to be proud when you get a chance to sit in one of those cars and do a few laps, and it's just another proof for me now, having done a few laps, that it is very exciting and the driving is a lot of fun, and being around in the paddock as well.
For weekly Formula E videos, click subscribe on the left-hand side. To watch the next one, click the icon in the centre, and remember to hit the like button and leave your comments down below.